So I started the game very well. We immediately got a for real as soon as I started. The True Blue, thank you for the $120.
Holy moly.
Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you very much, Victor Both Players. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Hello, everybody. We're here. We're playing the game. Hope you guys...
I really am here.
We are.
It wasn't a joke. I'm as surprised as you are.
We weren't joking. We do, in fact, enjoy Lynn. I don't think anybody will fault us. Oh, and it says Fate Days Lost now instead of the other thing. I think I changed that last time, but forgot to mention it.
Hooray.
Well,
because the first stream we did, it did not say that, and I will never forgive myself. But thank you guys very much. We had some very good donations today. If you look in the top right, the True Blue just gave the 120, and Eggy gave 120. Thank you guys very much. Much appreciated. And another $180.
wow.
Well, that sucks.
We already made you the most money and we haven't even started.
We haven't even started. You guys are the fan favorites. Well, that sucks. Here, have some more cards and dice. Won't even make a worded poorly on this one. Poorly on purpose.
Girls go brrr.
Girls go brrr.
Make stream very profit.
David, why didn't you play a girl? That is not why, by the way. That is definitely not why, but it's very funny.
I'm just being a cock.
But yeah, we can have those be
exactly.
Be some cards. We can have those be some.
That's the problem.
What else is new? What else is new?
Could have been a pussy.
We love women. That's how it goes. But that is not the reason things are going. Feldrick, thank you for the $5 as well. Go coin for Squeaky. Of course, we'll give Squeaky a fucking gambling coin. Of course. Squeaky, how do you feel about gambling?
I don't really gamble.
I mean, you played Fate Go, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Star Rails gambles in that.
I technically don't. I only come in.
That's actually very true. You're very good for Honkai from what you've told me.
I've been considerably lucky, but I also come in with just enough resources that I can't lose. So is it really gambling?
Is it gambling if I win?
If I'm super confident.
Is it really gambling if I'm great at it? Like, come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump into the room. We're gonna jump into the room. Hope everybody is having a swell time. Thank you guys all very much. Much appreciated today. Much appreciated. Hello, we're in the room. The room is here. Funny thing, I'm not sure if Anthony is here. But I was looking around things to try to find something to show the compound area that David and Anthony ended up at the end of their backstory, and I found something very funny on the Fate wiki, so I decided I'm going to use that. This may or may not be correct, but I found the Emiya residence and I thought it was funny to just say that this was the residence that got fucked up whenever you guys show back up on at the end of the thing. This is the fucked up area you guys came back to where all the fighting happened. Oh geez.
Oh wow.
That's fair.
Wait, isn't that our house?
Why is our house going crazy?
What do you mean? That's my house.
Oh, is that your house?
Could be my house.
Do you want that to be your house?
That'd be funny.
I mean, I have a different house for you. We could definitely have that house be your house.
I'd have to see what the other house looks like.
I'll let you decide.
Yeah, let me. I'd like to decide because in my head I was kind of imagining.
This may not be your house then. Anthony and David. That being said,
you can't see me, but I'm staring at you. I'm glaring at you right now.
Well, the big reason I didn't think of this one being your house is because if you really look at it, it's very low quality. I got it from the Fate wiki. I'm not sure what game or whatever this came from. It was on the Fate wiki. That's all I know. I don't know if this came from a game or if this came from just like something somebody threw together for the Fate wiki. I thought it was cute, so I took it for a joke. There was no showing of what it was. That's one reason why I'm like, maybe it shouldn't be your house because it's so low quality. But if you like it, we can keep it. Obviously, we'll figure it out.
What I'm kind of curious is like, what are these?
I'm guessing they're just like extra rooms, but I don't know.
I'm digging the Yu-Gi-Oh card table.
That does look like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Just a really thick border.
Yeah.
That's where the famous fate scene is, where Reen is bent over and Saber wants Merlin to give them their dick. The famous canon fate scene.
No, what? No. Are you fucking with me right now?
Merlin, fetch me my dick.
Well, I know that. I know that part.
Yes, I'm fucking with you.
Okay. Okay.
But yes, again, we will figure things out. We will decide whether or not this is something we do, or maybe I redo it. Maybe
I mean,
that's
I don't know. I gotta see what you were intending for, because I'm curious. I'm curious.
I had
the language, but can't be bothered to watch the source material.
Because I think I'm one of the few actually Japanese people in this game, so it's like
that makes sense.
You know,
it would make a lot of sense.
High five.
That being said, we also you may notice I have this on the board right now. This is not the map we'll be using for things. However, I did want to show Fuyuki City, which is the original thing that people had seen in Fate. This is Fuyuki City. It's very nice. It shows like all kinds of big locales and stuff. And you may wonder if I'm basically making our place be something called Tosaka City. You may wonder what the difference between Tosaka City and Fuyuki City is. Squeaky, do you remember the difference?
It's flipped.
That's the difference.
You're welcome.
The amount I'm waiting for you to flip it, yep.
But yes,
like you say this like early on, the Fate game wasn't like my entire life.
But yes, I am currently working on basically having some kind of a estimation of a redo of this map. It's still a work in progress. But I wanted to have it be shown here, just to be like, this is the best time to show it off, since we're gonna be having things take place here today. Speaking of which, hello there, Squeaky and Lynn. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing okay. We're doing all right.
But fighting it.
Heck yeah. Do you guys want to mess with your grids first? You guys want to head off and do that first?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. The thing that I would like for you guys to do is to move all of your extra squares.
You asked me to destroy my own creation?
Yes, you will have to be destroying your own creation. It is so tragic.
With my own hands?
Yes, I need you to do it. Because if I do it, you'll get on me for doing it. Basically, I want you guys to pull the little squares out from your bags and just fill out the remaining squares on your grid. And then we will start messing about with the things you guys will be getting from them.
Alrighty.
Just fill out the rest of the squares from the little bag right there. Yeah. Perfect. Yes, good. You want that one to be up there? Perfect. You did it. You may notice, Lynn, there are 5 remaining. Would you like to go ahead and draw those out here? Wonderful. Why don't we go ahead and see these ones here? Whenever you have them, these will be the ones you start with. I'm hoping that they're not going to be the same as the ones that Miru's going to start with, because I just now realized I did copy these over from.
I did shuffle the bag a couple times.
Okay, good.
Good.
Then it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and look at yours, Lynn. I will get rid of the darkness, and then we will flip them over. Bloop. Oh, very interesting. So you're gonna be starting off with an extra square. We're gonna be starting off with some installations, which we will get to next game. You'll be starting off with the best one of the entire lot, which is this little keyhole here. That is gonna let you start off with an extra AP of a certain color whenever we do things with it. So we will have you roll for that next game, and this will let you start off with a plus and a minus dice.
That makes me happy.
Oh yes, you're gonna have an extra AP token to do things with. The rarer of it would be the green. Greens are very hard to get. That being said, the others are very good to have early because again, the more reds you have, the more you're able to perform combos and stuff. The more blues you have, the more magic you can do. But greens are very fun. They let you do extra movements and stuff like that. Why don't you go ahead, Lynn, and let me know of a line on here that you would like to clear off. Give me any line you wish. Straight down the middle. All right, we will do that.
Tactical line.
See if you get any extra things as well. You have two more little squares. Wonderful, wonderful. Why don't you choose 3 more squares? I will remind you that choosing the ones that are close to the ones you've already unlocked is probably best. That way you have as much room as you can to do activities. Good job, good job. All right, let's see what we got. Bloop. And 2 more? Wow. And have all the space for all your activities. I wonder if any of these are them. It'd be very funny if you just kept going. Nope. The last ones you have, you're going to start off with an extra mana. You're going to start off with some extra stat points. We'll get to those later on. I don't think you guys are going to need them this game, so we might not do stats this game. I might still explain them, but we'll see. And another AP thing. There's only 3 of these on the entire board, so that's good to have. Squeaky.
Me.
These are your 5 that you're going to be having to start with.
Mm-hmm.
That is quite a lot of inspiration you're going to be starting with. That is very interesting.
Okay.
And this one is the gauge. This one will give you extra life over here on your odd or your ode. I keep calling it odd, but it's called ode. The health bar you have over here that'll determine your health and your shield. Very good.
Yeah.
Other than that, would you like to choose a line on any of this that you would like to free up?
I'll choose this 3rd one here.
This 3rd line here?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me flip. Squeaky, you do not want to get any extra squares. That is not something. You don't
want extra squares?
No, that is something apparently you don't want.
Oh, okay.
Because you only got 1 of them. That's perfectly fine. Why don't you choose 1 more square connected to the squares you have to release for yourself?
Connected to the squares? Like, so I can only either choose this one or this one?
You can choose any square on the board you want, but it's better to have them connecting just in case you get an item that requires you to have like 3 squares open, like in like a little spaces. Think of it kind of like how no, that's a line. It's just 1 square.
Oh, it's a line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 1 sec then.
Yeah, just 1 square. That one there?
This one. Yeah.
You're gonna be starting off with a bunch of extra stats though. That's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. We will also throw you guys into showing off your nice little screens as well, your nice little things as well. But we will check on that in a bit. I think out of everybody, Lynn, you are starting off, I think, with the most squares open, which is very funny. Nice job.
I need that.
Wonderful. That being said, I think we're ready to jump in.
Actually tied with Eric.
Oh, did Eric have more? Eric, how'd you have more?
Tied.
Eric, how did you get an extra one? I only see 4. I think Eric's cheating. Or
She
I gave
said
him an extra
Eric
square.
tied.
That being said, everyone, we are going to move ourselves from the ancient past. You're going to move ourselves from the Vatican. And we are going to introduce ourselves to Tosaka City. We'll have a better map later. But here in Tosaka City, an event known as the Holy Grail War is taking place. This kind of a war usually only lasts around a month or so at most. But in this instance, it's been going on for around 4 years. A little bit over at this point. There is a weirdness to the city. Like a fog or a darkness over top of it. That has somehow made the entire city so far feel as if it is completely always shrouded in night. The city is split up among its populace, among those who seem to have noticed that something is wrong and are yelling out, calling out for this being some kind of a doomsday scenario. But for some reason, nobody seems to really mind or care. Because the other half of the city just go about their day as normal. They make their way to school. They make their way to work. They just exist in the same way that anybody else would. Not really noticing that the city is locked in perpetual night. Not really noticing whenever they look too far off and there just appears to be a wall of fog separating them from the further parts of the city. Sometimes people come into the city. When they do, they find that they don't leave. They can't leave. When they step in, they either start to go about their day doing whatever they would have been doing, or they start to panic. These panicking people, the ones who go around talking about things being the end times, even they sometimes pacify. You could find somebody rambling and yelling about problems one day, and then the next day, they're going about their day. If they were wearing a sign, they still wear it, but they just seem to keep going. It's in this town that the two of you would be staying at currently. For two completely different reasons, but essentially, you're stuck here. Could you leave? I mean, probably. Neither of you are completely in the dark about things, but you do have your own reasons. And we'll get to those in a second, as we will start off with Squeaky.
E.
Miru. Would you like to say something about yourself? Would you like to talk a slight bit around about them? You don't have to say anything too crazy. You don't have to say anything too spoilery or anything like that, but would you like to explain who Miru is?
Out of character, Miru is someone who's been in Tosaka City for quite a long time. She was brought here by a very nice old man who saw something special in her and decided that, you know, she doesn't have anywhere to go and she doesn't really have any family, or at least she doesn't seem to recall any. So he was like, you know, he did some paperwork, and he was like, "Oh, I'll come take you home. You seem like something's going on. I seem like I can help figure one or two things out, and you'll like it here. Don't worry. Look at my house. It's a nice house."
It's a very nice house.
Yeah.
It's either one of two houses, apparently.
One or the other.
One or the other. It's either one very nice house or the other very nice house. Either way, very nice houses. As Miru, whenever you make your way through to this, you do know that, again, you did have a benefactor that brought you to this place, that allowed you to live not only around them, with them, but is able to help you because you did not remember or at least recall a lot of things immediately. My only big question for you currently is, up until you were with them, how was your relationship with your benefactor? Did you have a good relationship? Did the two of you have a sort of rapport with each other? Were you happy? Or was it more of a drag? Was it more of a sort of strained relationship between the two of you?
I think they had a pretty good relationship. It took her a little bit to get used to things, and she had a little bit of a rowdiness to her. But I think they had a little touching moment where they kind of started to relate to each other more or less, and she started realizing this person here, he didn't have to do this kindness of taking me in and treating me like family. And, you know, while it still might be hard for me to accept certain things about myself, things that I still don't understand, this man chose to be by my side throughout it. And it might be too much to say I owe this man my life, but I sure do owe this man something. This man is the closest thing to a father that Miru has had. She does greatly respect him.
That's some high praise. Unfortunately, Miru, around 4 years ago, this man did disappear. Not out of the blue. They did say that they were making their way away and that they would be gone for a while, and that if they returned, then, you know, that's that. But it's something that they needed to do. And they did let you know that if they didn't return, then obviously the place you're in, the things within it, all of that was yours to do with what you want. If you want to stay in the city, you can. If you want to leave the city, you can. But around 4 years ago, he disappeared. And ever since, things have been odd. We won't go into exactly how odd or how things might have been brought in to you or things you might think about it, but every day has been sort of monotonous, sort of samey. Every day has been the same strange, vague feeling about it. Miru, let's walk through a day in your life.
Walk through a day.
First things first, let me get one of potentially two things that potentially could be your house.
Yay, my house.
Hold on, I gotta find it. There it is. Again, does not have to be it. But this is the home that I have found for you.
Let me see. Oh.
It's a very nice
like
little
one.
it's a very nice
House.
little modern house. It has a sort of upper middle
and
class.
it has a garage.
Oh yes it does. Oh yes it has a garage.
And it has a bar.
Oh yes it does.
I like this one. This one's my house now.
This one's my house.
This one's my house. This one. Oh, and it has a washing machine that goes brrr.
It does have the washing machine that goes brr. You are correct.
Oh.
Wonderful. I'm glad you enjoy the house.
It has a gym.
It does. It has quite a lot of things that that again honestly would be quite at home in a upper middle class, if not higher than that sort of home. This entire place is connected to a much larger property that is off behind you in the mountains. But mostly this is a residence that you were given whenever you had gotten to an age where staying with your elderly father at that point might not have been the perfect thing for you, so they gave you this home. They gave you this house on their property. They seem to over furnish it in some ways. You haven't really used the trampoline, but it is there. Maybe you've used the trampoline. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you gotta practice your backflips.
Yeah.
There's definitely I can't let this place go to waste. So she definitely has a workout routine. God knows I fucking don't. not anymore.
You have a nice little nook back here. You have a nice little little gaming nook. It looks like back in the back. I thought this was a shed, but like I see there's like a freaking go table on the top of it. I'm guessing it's not a shed now.
Yo, can the PlayStation have been out?
Sure, man.
Yeah, we got a PlayStation.
You were playing. What were you playing? What's on your PlayStation?
Oh fuck. Hold on, man.
Dude, you got a hot tub.
Fucking what PlayStation games came out in 1995?
1985. It might not be a PlayStation, actually.
Oh no, it's not gonna be a PlayStation then. Okay,
that's like an Atari.
Atari, yo.
1980s. I mean, we might.
Contra.
No, we can have a. So we've got what year specifically?
SNES.
1980
We're
what?
in 1984.
SNES.
Ooh, yeah, we can have a SNES.
Hey.
We can have a SNES. We got some fucking Super Mario.
We got some
We
Mario.
got some Mario World. Yo, we might have some OG Zelda.
Hell yeah. I can totally see them freaking playing through the OG Zelda, going through every single little square, going like, I need to figure out every secret here. But yeah.
Duck Hunt.
She freaking 100%ed the original Zelda, and then she just pressed reset.
Now to see if I remember it.
Again.
The OG Zelda speedrunner, trying to get faster every time.
The true test of skill.
But yes, let's walk through a day in your basically your fucking super nice little manor here. First off, I'm gonna bring a token over to your garage. I could have just used a token from 5 Darps, but I found this actual thick motorcycle, so I used it. You have a little motorcycle here.
Oh hell yeah!
Look at that motorcycle. I wish it was gold, like the one that's actually in the image, but it is not.
That's okay.
But there's your motorcycle there. It is thick on each side, so you can potentially have people going off and about it. You love your motorcycle. Your motorcycle is great. The cars here, they are, yeah, unfortunately, they can't change the color of the actual vehicle, unfortunately.
That's okay.
The cars here, they work, but at this point, they don't really have much in the terms of gas or anything like that. For some reason, like you're not really sure why, but a lot of the actual like vehicles such as this seem to stop working after a while. For some reason, gas just started disappearing. At some point, you just had to start hoarding onto like enough petroleum to actually be able to get your motorcycle running, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
You have like a canister there that just always has like the day's amount that you would need, because again, it seems like almost every other day it seems to deplete. Not all the time, but occasionally.
Weird stuff, but we figure it out.
It's weird. Probably some weird random kid siphoning shit. I'm gonna bring you over to it because I believe that. What would you do in the beginning of the morning? What is your start of the morning?
Start of the morning, we do a heckin' waking up. We do just a quick workout, maybe like a 10-15 minute to just kind of get the blood pumping, get things working out.
Okay.
She's usually pretty eepy in the morning, so it's just that little extra bit to get her up.
Then I guess we will start us off in the workout room.
Yeah.
Boop. This is Miru. She
waves at the camera.
She works out in the morning. She gets ready for her day. While things outside may be kind of weird, things inside don't have to be. You have a schedule. You have a set thing you like doing, and you do it correctly. As you wake up, you go about doing your workout. Eventually, you set things in motion. You finish your short workout. You make your way out to your garage. You check on your bike because, again, for some reason, every now and then you're just losing gas. Seems to be a good day though, because you don't seem to be missing any. Seems like it's Seems like it's fully working today.
Oh,
so that's good. You don't have to obviously use it to do anything right now. You might go out to any sort of stores or anything like that later, but it's always a good day whenever you don't have to refill immediately.
And there's just that thing where it's just like, oh, am I dreaming? And then just grab a popsicle stick, stick it in there. Nope, that's full.
That is full.
Well then, I'll be keeping an eye on you. All right.
Before you make your way out for the day, is there anything else you would like to do to start your day? You've had your bit of a workout. You checked on your bike.
Probably. How you insert stomach growl here? God, I don't have a stomach growl sound effect.
That's fine. Just be hungry whenever you play.
if only that fucking worked. Heckin', there's just, while making sure everything's good, everything's heckin' Gucci. Nope, there just isn't one here. Then I just need to stall just enough to check. She's gonna heckin' make her way to the kitchen, see if there's any ingredients she needs, because there's possibly she might have to head out and just go about her day. Just, groceries, if not for breakfast, maybe for dinner.
Looking about, whenever you make your way inside, you do find that you have some groceries. You're decently sure you bought more than this, but at the same time, you do have enough for a small breakfast if you'd like. Not to the extent that you would really like. A lot of your more, I guess, not precious. That'd be a dumb way to put it. A bunch of your more, what's the word? good ingredients are gone.
Are more lucrative.
A bunch of your more lucrative things. In particular, you seem to be missing some different oils. You have vegetable oil, but you don't really have any sesame or peanut oil. You seem to be missing chocolate. There doesn't appear to be any chocolate in the house. Whenever you are
popsicles.
There are no popsicles. A lot of your popsicles are gone because they were chocolate, apparently.
Spies an assortment of popsicles.
Yeah. Just a whole bunch of popsicles are missing. They're definitely gone, and you didn't just eat them all. You have enough stuff here that you can make maybe some eggs.
Yeah.
But like you seem to be missing like a bunch of your more high-end ingredients.
I didn't think I went through it that quickly. Oh well, I gotta go to the store anyway. And just grabs something simple, just the eggs and maybe just some of the vegetables. A vegetarian breakfast it is.
Okay. You go about getting yourself ready. You make your breakfast. It's good. Again, you can make anything good with the ingredients you do have. There's just nothing special about it, but it's fine for breakfast.
It does the job.
It does the job. Currently looking around, you find that, again, you're low on certain ingredients. You seem to be a little bit low on certain necessities in the house. But for the most part, that can be fixed just with a quick trip to one of the stores. But again, you feel like you've been going there all the time.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think I eat that much. And then there's just like the looks down at her tummy, knows she can't really squish it. No, I know I'm not eating that much. Oh.
I do like, because you bring your tummy up, I do like your little belly button. Your little belly button adornment. It's very cute.
She just like squishes around that general tummy area and she's like barely getting anything and it's like,
I'm not eating it.
No, it's not going in there.
Okay. You go to get up. You need to make your way off toward the store either way. You find yourself getting onto your bike, which you either have a name for, or it's whatever the brand of bike it is. I don't know. As you get onto your bike and you take off toward the store, looking around at everything, you notice that bit of fog that's always seemingly just out of reach around you as you drive through the city. It's sometimes discolored. Sometimes it's a gray or a white. Sometimes it even starts to look like it's a reddish color, maybe because of the sun, maybe because of whatever. But as you move about it, it is currently again very off. But you have your own thoughts as to why that is. Whenever you make your way to the store, let me get the store for you real quick, because we have so many places for you to go today.
Yay.
I said that, and now I don't remember which one it is because I put a roof to it too. There we go. I think. Unless it's that one. It's that one. I was wrong. I got it though.
Combini.
You find your way into your little convenience store, a little bit off from where you are. You still haven't made your way fully into the main city yet. You are still off in the outskirts. You're off and about the one section here, around here-ish on the map. Not in the main part, but still, you know, enough things about. As you make your way over toward this place, you find going into it that there is the normal amount of people. Nobody really catches your eye too much on your way in. There are limited selections on the shelf, but enough. You find that there is enough that you can go and check on the things you might need. You find that the oils you're missing are there. You find that you can get any sort of cooking chocolates or anything you would like. You find that a lot of your more higher end ingredients are still off and around. I'd like you to just roll me a straight D20, please, because you don't have any stats right now. Speaking of which, let me get you on here. Bam. Just wanted to get your reactive on there while I'm thinking about it. Also, we can show off your sheet as well. Bam.
Yeah.
Look at it. Very nice.
As she walks into the combini.
Walk into the combini.
I don't know if you played the sound.
Oh, I don't think you played the sound, no. There you go.
Yay. Okay.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have to lower it.
Oh, Kreb. poor Kreb. Lost every single one of his predictions.
Lost every fucking bet. Good job.
But I'd like you to roll me a straight D20, please. You have your things up here. If you look at these dice, they're very cute. I like them.
Yeah. I want to put them in a tower.
Yeah, I'm glad you can see it. Apparently, David can't see them. That is a 7.
That is a 7.
As you go about,
really
Literally
can't.
no one got Squeaky or Lynn right.
Nobody got anyone right.
No one got any of us right.
Well,
Also,
I'm sure that some people did. Kreb didn't get anybody right.
Yeah.
No, most of chat were well convinced that I was the silhouette for Lynn, and I honestly don't understand you guys. Have you guys not paid attention to the past characters I've played?
Speaking, I'm not actually gonna.
Only
I was
one character
typecasted.
fits this criteria.
I felt typecasted because everyone thought I was the big guy in plate mail.
But yes,
I just wanted to be jovial Russian.
You would have stepped your way in. You would have gone about the different areas. You would have seen the different high-end ingredients that are around. Something is off about the things here. Again, some things are here and some things aren't, yet the high-end ingredients are definitely something you can grab. Something seemed off, but nothing, it didn't stick with you. As you're sitting there trying to get the ingredients, you find that looking off and about, the people making their way in are going about their own time as well. Some of them stopping, looking at the same things you're looking at. You make your way out toward the area to pay for your things. Around that time, you would notice a girl with brightly colored hair making their way in. And potentially some other notable people would be off and about, but at the time, nothing really crazy standoutish. As you do see the person behind the counter just sort of kind of staring off into space, like they look like they're tired. They look like they almost fell asleep standing up for a bit. You wait for quite a while for them to look to you to try to get anything from you. At this point, I would like to know, as this person is just sort of standing there, like looking like they're asleep on their feet, is there anything you want to do?
There's checking at the counter and and then like checking her pockets really quick to see if she still has stock of her long sticks. And it's just like
you have a decent amount of long sticks. You have a decent amount of death sticks.
Yes.
if we want to call them that.
funny mouth sticks.
Funny mouth sticks.
We're just avoiding saying it, huh?
Well, because there's more to it than that. Shut up. Anywho, she'll grab 2 distinct small packs that look the same but are labeled differently. And then just add those there, and then just like do a slight little hand wave in front of the person's face. Hey, I know you've probably been having a long day, but it's just started.
They seem to stare off for a bit, and they do gradually bring their head down towards you. Yeah. Will that be all?
Yeah, that'll be everything.
They look
Me too,
at
buddy.
they look at the things you put on the top of there. I'm guessing you got a couple of ingredients as well, other than the
Yeah.
the sticks.
Yeah.
You see that they do very slowly type in the amount that is needed, and you have it. You have the amount that you need to pay for it. You
Awesome.
bring your card. You bring your I don't even know. You bring out the amount of money you need. You hand it off to them. They look to it and sort of just wait. You don't really see them quickly go for it, but again, same buddy. Like you're tired too.
Mm-hmm.
You've already paid them though. You want to make your way out?
Yep, she'll start. Just take one quick glance at the store, just kind of just looking at how underwhelming some of the shelves were. It's just like, shouldn't take a lot of effort to whip up some new inventory. Oh well, maybe next time. And she's just gonna walk out.
You leave out the doors. As you do, you see what appears to be a person over by where your bike is. There appears to be a man staring at your bike, looking it over from one side to the other. You hear, as they are seemingly admiring it, there is a long whistle, like a as they look over to it. They don't seem to have really noticed you come out or anything. They seem to be more focused on your ride.
You can look, but don't touch. She's fickle.
The man looks over to you. As you say that, they look to the bike and look back to you. Oh, is she yours?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice ride. She have a name?
For now, Nessa.
Nessa.
Kind of like, she's a Nissan, but I thought Nissan was more fitting.
Interesting. I think I've seen you around here.
Probably have. I do come here every once in a while.
Seem to come
When
here
I'm out
every
of
day
eggs.
almost.
I go through a lot of eggs.
Well. He looks over toward the bike, looks back to you. I'll keep an eye out for your ride next time. I got places to be though. Sorry. Didn't mean to take up your time.
No worries. You have a good day, I guess.
You too. As he seems to start making his way away, he looks back towards you and then looks to the bike and gives a slight bow toward the bike. See you later, Nissan. Before turning and making his way away.
There's just kind of the look off there where it's just like, okay. It's like, it's probably been a while since someone was specific about the bike, so it's just like, but if it's someone that's been around every day.
It's been quite a while since somebody's said anything about the bike, yeah, but it's also been kind of quite a while since you've had too much of a conversation as well, you've noticed. When it came to that, it was a bit long for your interactions. Usually you're the one that's starting them with people, but that one seemed to be sort of mutual. Interesting.
Well, something's got to change once in a while, I guess.
You get back on Nissan. As you do, you get your things ready. You put whatever you can into the small bit of storage that you have on the bike, which isn't a lot. It's like under the seat storage. You get the bags to a point where you can balance them, and you take back off. Whenever you ride your way back, it's strange. You don't feel like you've been out that long, but your internal clock, your your body's telling you that it's starting to get late. Once again,
More tired than usual, I guess.
Once again, I mean, it's you have your own thoughts as to why something like this would happen, but there are starting to just be less and less hours in the day. You look up to the sky and you can tell it's getting well past noon at this point.
Well, it's not like I had much planned today anyway. She's gonna make her way home, I guess.
You make your way back. You don't stop anywhere on the way back?
Thinking maybe the library, but I mean, not for anything too crazy.
Okay, you stop on the way back from where you are to the library. You find that I actually don't have a library. I actually might have a library. Hold on.
Well,
do I have a library? Let's see. So one of the people that I follow on Patreon, one of the map makers, Tom Kartos, they had I never knew this until like literally whenever I was looking for maps for this game, but they have a second Patreon.
Oh.
And on their second Patreon, they only have modern maps. And I thought that was absolutely fantastic because obviously I needed modern maps for this game. So I ordered, I followed the Patreon. I grabbed almost everything they had. So I'm checking right now in the services. They have something called the Grand Library. We'll see how grand that is.
We'll be the judge of that.
I don't know how grand you are, library, but we will see. That's pretty okay, library. It's a pretty nice library. It's all right. I'm glad we have a library. Perfect.
That's pretty nice.
It's I don't know if I'd call it grand, but it's big, I guess. I think there's two. I think there might be 2 floors. But we'll I think there might be another floor actually inside this. But we're only gonna look at the first floor. You make your way into the library. As you do, what do you usually try to check out from the library?
She knows that there's nothing in this library that she can find in sort of other things, so it's mostly just for entertainment. It's mostly just for entertainment.
Looking up some Nintendo powers?
Probably not Nintendo powers.
I don't think they had Nintendo power back then.
Probably reading some nerd shit.
Hell yeah.
When did the Dragon Ball manga come out?
Oh my god.
When did Dragon Ball happen?
Dragon Ball was going in 84.
Hey.
Dude.
Like, oh shit. Goku and Chi-Chi are getting married.
No, this is like OG Dragon Ball. Like, apparently OG Dragon Ball came out in November of 84.
Oh, it's a new thing then.
It's new.
It's like, what is this?
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there you go.
You pick up the brand spanking new copy of Dragon Ball. We're now going to assume that we are in fall / almost winter territory because that's happening. I want you to have Dragon Ball. I was gonna be vague with the time period we're in, but I'm saying it's November, December, baby. Let's go.
She just picks up this book, being like, "Monkey boy,
monkey,
monkey boy." Then she just goes and checks it out.
That is so fucking funny.
You just start reading. You just go, wait a second, this is just Sun Wukong.
That is so fucking funny.
I know why you think it's funny, Dika. Monkey.
Hey, Miru, check me out.
Oh, now chat's gonna get it.
Anyway, don't worry about it. It's fine.
New serialization from the author of Dr. Slump.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. From the author of Dr. Slump. From the guy that did the art for Dragon Quest. No, Dragon Quest wasn't out yet. That's 86.
Ah, damn.
Oh my.
Not yet.
We're in dark times indeed.
Hold on though. When was Dr. Slump?
It was way before Dragon
For the
Ball.
record, Nintendo Power was 88.
Okay, 4 years from now.
Yeah.
80 to 84.
Hey.
Okay. Wow. I keep getting some weird fucking K-drama when I look up Dr. Slump, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Wait. When did the first volume, like first series of Yu-Gi-Oh come out?
Way later.
Yeah.
But yes. You check out your monkey. As you go to check out, the librarian seems to have a similar sort of a feel to them as the person at the convenience store. However, as a librarian, it's a little bit easier to understand. They're kind of just they're a bit of an elderly woman. They take things a lot slower either way. You go to check it out, you bring back, I'm assuming whatever you checked out the last time you were here. And you do find that they hand it off to you. They again sort of have a almost like far away stare, just like the other one, but very much a little bit more understandably conscious of things about them. They seem to be going through the books on their side, looking at the front pages, putting cards into them, things of that nature. You check out your monkey book. On your way out of monkey book, you do find that there is a very strange noise when you leave. No, not that. You find when you leave there is almost the sound of a laugh. You find almost like a child's laugh go through the air. You look around when you leave the library. You look into the fog area as you see what appears to be a person walking hand in hand with a kid. Going further off, you know that around here there's some kind of a park, so most likely they're heading off there. That being said, you don't usually see kids out and about, oddly enough.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of kids usually out and about the area these days.
Oh.
You watch the figures for a little bit until they seem to go out of sight. The fog being a little bit too thick after a while. They seem to be making their way over toward the park. Now that you mention it,
right?
now that you mention it though, looking up and around, it's definitely getting late. You don't know how long you were inside the library for. It was like a little bit. It was a bit past noon whenever you got in there. But looking up into the sky, it looks like it's almost nighttime. But again, you can go wherever you want. You're a grown woman. You don't need to go. You have a curfew.
You said that the person holding the kid seemed to be going towards the park?
Yep, the two of them seem to be making their way over to the park.
There's just that look, and it's just like, I could read at home, but how long has it been since I've had some actual fresh air and done nothing? Revs up the bike. We're going to the park.
Okay.
Like I could also just read my book on a bench.
You get back onto Nason. As you do, you head off toward the park. It is not a long drive. You make your way forward. You find that the park itself is right alongside the river. One of the smaller creeks actually offshooting from the river, but around the river itself. As you go out into it, you find that not a lot of people are out and about. driving through the park once around its edges, you don't really seem to see anything. Going off and around into the center near where the a large sitting area would be, you do park yourself and look off and about. You don't see any kids, you don't see any adults, you don't see much of anyone here.
And here I wouldn't have minded a little bit of background noise. I'm already here, though.
Is that
I'm
so?
just freaking... Huh?
You're looking for background noise, aren't you? Are you, Nason? You look over toward the bench that is behind where you're sitting. As you see what appears to be a man sitting there. He seems to be wearing a jean-like overshirt or a blue overshirt. The person is looking back over at you. He seemed to have a manga of his own in his hand, as he just seems to give a bit of a wave.
We meet again, stranger.
You're not following me around, are you?
I wasn't planning on it, but I guess we're both on a similar vibe today. That's different.
Different? How different is it?
Yeah. Everyone else just seems as sleepy as I am here.
He looks around. I'm just passing time, seeing if a person I know comes by. You haven't seen anyone, have you?
I mean, I see a lot of someones. You're gonna have to be more specific.
I think you would know them if you saw them. What's the best way to put it? Anyone?
I saw a girl with...
Anyone jump out at you today? Oh.
Sorry. There was one girl. Kind of had some wacky things going on with her hair. Never saw that much color in it.
Huh. Haven't seen anyone around like that.
And I guess I'm not the person you're looking for.
I usually pretty good at noticing people. Whatever. I'm not looking for a girl, you're right. Anyone else? Other than me?
Children.
Children?
Yeah.
You saw a kid?
Yeah. Someone with a child. I can't remember how many times I've seen children.
Yeah, don't think about that. Here? Were they coming here?
I think so. I thought, well, sometimes it's nice just watching people be.
I'm close, then. The one that is probably around them is the one I'm looking for. I thought that they would be making their way around here. I've looked around quite a bit, and I thought it was either going to be here or the river.
I mean, you're not wrong. Seeing them was what made me want to come here. I thought it'd be something new.
You're interesting. You've got your wits about you.
I've heard that first one before. Not really so sure about the second.
Well, I suppose other people looking to you could be blind.
Maybe. I don't know. I think, at least in recent years, this town has been very in its own wavelength. I don't even think I recall the last time I've talked to anybody like this. Which, at first I could easily brush it off considering things, but this is new.
People in this town just aren't very friendly, are they?
I wouldn't call it friendly. More so just too busy or too tired.
Tired
Which
is a
makes
good way to
sense.
put it, yeah.
Which makes sense. I'm tired too. But maybe there's something changing. Maybe the wavelengths are helping people wake up. Maybe I'm finally waking up. You know?
The wavelengths.
Mm.
What do you mean by that?
Women's intuition is what I'll say for now.
Oh.
She's gonna pull out her box of shticks. She's not gonna look in it. She's just gonna grab one and light it.
I see. Well, hope your intuition keeps you safe.
Hasn't kept me in it. Hasn't put me in any danger yet.
Well.
What about you?
I'm already pretty dangerous. Tell me. I know your Nason's name. What about you?
It doesn't suit me.
Oh, yeah?
Miru.
You say Miru. As you do, you look over toward where he was sitting, as you notice that there doesn't appear to be a person sitting there anymore.
Yeah, I thought as much. She's just gonna she's gonna pull out the stick from her mouth, exhale, but there's no smoke, puts it back in her mouth.
As you exhale, as you put it back to your mouth, you look around the area. Again, the night seems to be coming rather quickly. You stare over toward Nason. You strain your ears to see if you can hear the sound of that man leaving, or the sound of that kid, or the other one that was around. The city is quiet. It's been quiet for a long time.
Maybe he wasn't even here from the start. And I actually am going crazy now. I mean, that was only a matter of time, too. Crunch, 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 crunch. She starts eating.
Yum, 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 yum.
And with that, the lit candy stick is gone. Well, she just like looks around, takes one final look around everything, takes a look at the sky. Well, I came here for a reason. And just puts her legs on the bench obnoxiously for a moment, just leans back, and just pops open Dragon Ball.
As you pop open Dragon Ball, and as you begin to relax, reading about a boy getting shot in the face, I think we're gonna leave you for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go over to our other player. Lynn, are you there?
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Wonderful. Lynn, would you
Miru is
like...
hot.
Oh, yeah. We all agree. Lynn,
Yeah?
I would like to ask, as we get started on things here, would you like to tell us anything about your character? You don't have to mention anything spoilery or anything that crazy out of the way or anything like that, but is there anything that you would like to tell us about your character? Their name, what they do, what they are?
Alrighty.
I'm glad I get time to drink. My throat was actually killing me.
Haha, I didn't expect you to ask like this. So I have a description and a status.
Of course. You just tell me whatever it is you want to tell us.
Striking. The word thrusts itself into your mind, gazing upon a young woman so conspicuous as to not merely ask, but demand to be seen. Donning a large tactical jacket clearly intended for a larger frame aside, her long, crimson hair, kept in a swirled side tail and highlighted in bright turquoise pulvy as if to assert to all, I am here. Though, once your gaze pulls away to observe the whole, you note a chest rig adored in various bags, shining magenta eyes, and a smile which never seems to leave her face. Ami, scion to the house of Jito, was born and raised in this city. She has traveled, at times, as those born to mage families often have need to appear elsewhere, but regardless, this is her home, droll as it may be.
It's very true. Ame, you are a mage here in the city. You have probably the most understanding. Oh, my bad. Ami. You are a mage here in the city. You are out of all the players, probably the most understanding of what is going on currently in the city. The idea behind the Holy Grail War is something that has been sort of put into your brain since long before these years had came by. Though, for reasons that we can potentially go into later, or maybe never, who knows. That being said, you do have a reason for being here. You have a reason for coming to this place. You have a reason to be looking about and checking out the areas around here. Potentially checking in on any of the larger reasons why things are going on the way they are. Again, the fact that this war has gone on so long is a sort of strange thing to everyone about. But luckily for you, you are somebody who can make their way through here relatively easily. Despite your eye-catching nature, you don't really seem to have a problem with stealth. Currently, I'm going to drop you over by...
Or better or worse.
Exactly. Currently, we're going to drop you over by the convenience store. You would have made your way in there just a little bit ago. You would have went to gather whatever it is you would have gone to gather at that point. I'm pretty sure I know what you were getting, but as you would make your way there to get there,
you sure do.
we see this person. Let me go ahead and bring up your reactive. I didn't put you back over. Hold on. You wanted to be on the other side. You wanted to be on the other side, and I forgot. That's my bad. There we go. Perfect. But yes, you make your way inside of here. You see that there is quite a number of strange ingredients and strange acting people in here. You make your way towards your prize. You find quite a number of the frozen delights that you would like to grab. Do you stop by the cash register to pay for your items?
Yes, but when they don't notice, I just move on.
You make your way over toward the place to pay for your items. You find that the person behind the counter seems to be mostly out of it. They seem to have a set of money in front of them that they haven't put away from the last customer that came. And you just sort of get going.
He just adds more money to the pile and leaves.
You put some money on the pile and you make your way out. As you find yourself out, you note that there is, again, quite a quiet night about you once more. The entirety of the city is very quiet nowadays, despite this strange otherworldly fog often about everywhere. When it comes to this fog that always seems to be just a little bit out of reach, you find that it has to be somewhat related to the things going on around here. The strange showings of the people that are here, the almost complete lack of tension or any kind of want of change or anything that these people seem to be going off and about from. As you step out with the ding-a-ling-a-ling happening behind you, you do take note, looking out and about the area in front of you. There is a small noise that seems to come to you from a little bit far off. Something that most people probably wouldn't have perceived, but you heard it. You see, just a little bit off and away, what appears to be the sound of a kid. You hear a child at play a little bit away from where you are. It's been 4 years in this city, Ami, and in all these 4 years, there aren't a lot of kids that usually you see off and about. If there were, a lot of them would have grown. A lot of the kids would have been basically going into being young adults, and a lot of the babies, I guess, would have turned into kids, but you have never seen any of them. This is an oddity, a first. I would like to direct everybody to looking up at the top right of the screen, where you would see that there is some text going on there, so that you guys can see what is being immediately at least thrown to being said in response to what I'm saying. But yes, that is very odd. Something new does appear to be happening. Because of something new happening, you feel that it's either, again, out of left field coincidence, or it probably has something to do with the situation that's happening here. I'd like to ask you, Ami, upon hearing this happen, upon hearing these giggles, this child at play, would you like to attempt to approach that direction?
He's curious for certain.
You begin to make your way away. You find yourself...
Boredom is a disease best treated quickly.
Oh, immediately. I agree. You find making your way down the road toward where this small sound of a child at play would be. It stops. You get a little bit away to where you feel like the child should be coming into view. But instead of seeing a kid about you a little bit away from you in the fog, you see a figure, a very tall figure, not moving towards you, not looking back at you, but seemingly just, I guess, standing. The silhouette in the fog. Looking at them a little bit closer, you can see that they seem to be holding something in their hand. Some kind of a large bag or sack of sorts. You're going to try to talk to the stranger. You step forward. You ask, "Hey there, stranger. You doing okay? What you doing here?" You step your way toward the figure. They, at first, don't seem to make any sort of movements or notice of you. However, you do find that when you get close enough, they do seem to turn off into your direction. This is a very strange question, Ami. This is a very strange question that I actually don't know about you. Could you tell me your perceived age?
Ha ha ha.
I swear it has something to do with something. I'm not just asking out of nowhere.
If we were talking ballpark, she looks like a college student.
Okay. The figure would look to you as you would call out to them, and you would look to them, asking what you're doing here. They would stare down in your direction. You would have thought that approaching them, they would be out of the fog at this point, but as they look down towards you, give me a second, making sure this is correct. I think it is.
You perceive me. Interesting. But you are not a child, though I suppose there could be a certain mentality about it. Do you have a youthful mind, perhaps?
No, age is a number.
It does not matter. That is not the full extent of my questioning. Though, for you to see me, there must be something interesting about you. Yet all of them have been chosen at this point, have they not? What are you doing here, little mage?
He chuckles.
Hehehe.
I suppose not. Though, I do wonder why exactly you are here. Whom exactly you are here for. You should not be trapped like the others, which means you choose to stay here amongst the timeless. Well then. Little mage, could I ask you, please?
You see the figure move. As they do, they turn and they seem to bring about the large sack that they have on their side.
Would you please step into my bag?
I would like for Lynn, since we do not have your stats currently, I will right click onto your thing and bring it forth so everybody can see your nice little thing. We made your name glittery and showing of your hair colors. I thought that was funny. You had a very good idea. But since we don't have your stats currently,
Thanks a lot.
I would like for you to please roll me a +2 roll, since you have your shield currently up. Ooh, that is a 15. You find that whenever they ask you to go into their bag.
Lucky number 13.
Oh yes, very lucky for you. It was a very good roll. You find that whenever they ask you to go into their bag, you, for a second, feel compelled. You almost stepped forward, but you were able to catch yourself. The more you look at the person in front of you, the more they seem to distort, showing themselves not to be a man, but potentially something darker, potentially something worse than that. I'm going to bring over your load of items because you have a lot of them over here.
Also, do feel free to read out my lines for the audio-only people.
Audio-only people? What the heck's wrong with you? You should be watching us. I'm playing. You are correct, though. I should be doing that. Boop, 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 boop. Ami, you have several things about you. A lot of these things don't have to be brought onto your thing, luckily enough for you. First thing you have is you do have this little bow here, this magic short bow that you have. It is not a incredibly powerful one, not that you have much of a... I'm going to get rid of all of your little things. You don't have to worry about them getting in the way of your placements. Not that you have to worry too much on the subject. Usually any kind of bow is just as powerful as the ammo that is used with it, but you do find that you have quite a number of special arrows about you for it. I almost forgot to give you a thing as well. I will give you a quiver as well. Bloop. Almost forgot to give that to you. Bam. This does not have to be on your thing. This can be off of it. No need, no worry. This is also off of it. This is a completely different thing as well. Currently, your quiver can hold 20 of any one kind of arrow. You have 2 different kinds of arrows over in front of you. You have what appears to be a silver dipped arrow. These arrows are specifically for attacking spirits. These will give you a higher damage as well as a higher crit chance when attacking spirits. However, they are very difficult for you to come by. You could potentially retrieve them as well. However, that would require you to stick around, which would mean that the spirit would need to be taken care of. The other ones are regular magic forged arrows. They are a +1 damage arrow, but if you get a good position, such as a flanking position on someone, they are very well in dealing a ton of damage. You find immediately a sense of hostility from this creature. I would like to know, currently, the only thing that's come across your mind is that this is a spirit. It is obviously not a man. It is obviously not a mage. Would you like to attempt to fire one of your silver-tipped arrows at them? Or silver-dipped arrows.
This is the direction the child giggling came from, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You draw one of your silver-dipped arrows. I'm going to say that those are the ones you have equipped right now because of that. As you draw one of your silver-dipped arrows, I will remove it from the pile that you currently have. Go ahead and give me a dice roll. We are going to assume that you are going to have decently high in your focus to attempt to do this, by the way, so do not worry too much on that. But go ahead and give me a dice roll. Give me a d20 roll, please. You also have 2 fleetings, so you can roll this 2 more times. I don't think you're going to need to, but fish for that crit. You currently crit against spirits on a 17 to 20. That is a 16. You have 1 more roll. It was almost the 18. We all saw that. We all saw it almost go on to the 18. With a 16, plus your probably 3 to 4 that you have in your focus, you fire off your arrow. You fire it off in a very quick, very calculated / very practiced motion. As you fire it toward them, they do not expect a mage to immediately pull out a fucking bow on them. That is not something that they would immediately have thought would be a thing. And your arrow flies true. The silver-dipped arrow seems to fly directly into the monster that you are firing into. They strike and seem to almost melt away a piece of the creature as they look in your direction. The silhouette now gaining a much darker look about them. You see that they seem to almost have a sense of, I guess the best word for it is darkness, a sense of evil about them. You see the spirit in front of you. Let me go ahead and switch over to one of these. Rise to its full height, looking back in your direction, its spindly arm seemingly gripping at its chest where the arrow had gone into it. As you give your one-liner, a cozy proposition. However, I refuse. I don't know how much to be that. However, that should be how I say it, correct? As you see this large man, this large thing appearing in front of you, stepping higher into the air as it seems to not obey any sort of force of nature that seemed to leave it behind. It steps forward, growing more as it does. You find as it reaches back, it sends its arm forward, and it's not in any reach of you. It shouldn't be any reach of you, but it almost claws at you. It almost catches your coat. It would have caught your coat if not for the fact that you got pulled back. something seemed to have grabbed onto you from behind and pulled you, yanked you roughly back a couple of steps. You turn back to not see anything. But at least ahead of you, you can see that there is no monster. I want to know, Ami, do you want to attempt to fight this creature, or would you like to attempt to run away? Oh, whoa, hands off the... So that's what it's like from the other side. Anywho, catch me if you can. Would you like to start running away? I believe that would be a yes in my own thoughts. Ami, you sprint away.
Yep, I have a bow. If it chases, I can kite.
Exactly. This thing seems to, for a moment, chase after you, but you hear something as you step away from the street into the further reaches of the city here. You don't worry too much about stepping into the street. A car hasn't gone through this place in fucking forever. You thought you saw a motorcycle earlier, but no cars usually go about this place. As you run off into the street.
That was wild. Today is wild.
That was crazy. As you run off into the street, you find ahead of you more of these creatures beginning to show themselves. Every shadow that you see ahead of you coming out from the fog seems to have those same dark red eyes. Every bit of light that seems to show themselves from the overhead lights seem to, just as you get to them, turn off. And as you are rushing in the direction, for a moment, you feel as if something's about to reach you. You feel as if something is moving its fingers around you. It almost looks like they're about to cover your mouth as you're running. You hear a strange noise. You hear the hissing of a snake. As you look around, the creature that was chasing you seems to have stopped. And looking over toward where you saw the sound, there appears to be a black snake just a little bit off and away from you, looking like it's just laying upon the ground. It looks like a common garden snake, only again, pitch black. But it looks like the creature that was chasing you doesn't want to get closer to it. It seems to be looking toward it.
I will stop as well.
Looking back toward the creature that was chasing you, they seem to take a few steps back. As they are stepping back into the fog, you find that with every step back it takes, it shrinks by quite a lot. As it was stepping forward towards you, it grew exponentially. As it seems to step away, it almost reduces to nothing. You see nothing. As it and the rest of the eyes.
Does it still have my arrow?
It does not seem to have your arrow. You can attempt to return to try to collect it, but currently it seems to have left you and the snake. The snake, the strange black snake that's upon the ground, seems to be hissing in its direction, but seems to stop. Well, that's curious.
He crouches down.
You crouch down, I'm guessing toward the snake. They don't seem to like you. As you speak to the snake seems to look over at you as if it just noticed you. Because again, it was not looking at you before, it was looking toward it. Seems to turn to you as if it just notices you're there. I wonder what your deal is. The snake eyes you as it looks you up and down. It seems to stop and seem to stare toward your head for a moment, as if noticing the strange colors that adorn your hair. Cool, right? It does the tongue thing. As if it's, again, tasting the air in front of it. Did it myself. Took forever to get it all right and even, but it gives a nice vibe. I'm happy with it. The snake seems to nod as if it understands you talking to it. And hey, if it catches your little eyes, goes to boop and gauge reaction. You go to boop the snake. As you do, give me one last roll here for this encounter. I would like for you to please roll me just another straight d20. Because this is most likely still also using your focus, I'm going to assume that you have at least a 3 in it. So I will lower the DC for that. But go ahead and give me a roll. Gotcha. The snake seems to, again, just sort of allow it. You boop onto the snake. As it gets booped, it doesn't seem to run or do anything of the sort. You do find that it seems to look to you, and then it seems to look off toward the shadows that have been, that were, again, at one point, showing those strange eyes throughout them. It looks back to you, and then it seems to throw its head off to the left, as if telling you to go in that direction. You look over as you see it seems to be pointing off toward the park. That way? Well, sure. Suppose I could extend the stroll. All right, gotta go pick up my stuff. You look back in the direction.
To get the box.
Oh, the box. You do return to the place where you had shot the arrow before. You do not see the silver dipped arrow, but you do see the box that you have most likely dropped on your escape.
Box acquired.
Box acquired. You look back in the direction where the snake would have been. As you do, the snake does not appear to be there. Yeah, I thought as much. Today's been a ride. Good. Needed something. Been real boring.
And to the park.
you start to make your way toward the park. As you do, you find whenever you are stepping into the park, there appears to be quite little happening over here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff going on. You kind of step out and about around the area. At most, there is a single person reading over by where the park bench is, but they don't really seem to look up to you, but nobody really does. As you look around, trying to see if the snake is around, you don't really seem to see much of anything. That being said, Miru.
Yes.
You're around the part where Goku is wanting to go off on an adventure with this lady who shot him in the face and also hit him with a car. It's so far being a gag manga. You're down with that. That's like the previous work that he's done. But as
this
you
will probably go far if he at some point changes the direction.
Oh, definitely. It needs to have a little something else. You're not sure what it is though yet. You're willing to wait for it though.
Yeah, it might just be a slow burn.
You look up as you see what appears to be a woman walking through the park. It doesn't really like immediately catch your eye, but then you notice it's the same person from earlier that you had seen in the store.
There was just like laying on the bench, and then just kind of like
A box.
puts down the book and then sits up. Oh, you're that girl.
Ami, you hear... Oh, you're that girl from behind you.
He immediately stops.
They seem to have gone back to their book for a second with a yawn.
There was the quick little get back to the book.
This girl seems to look to you and she goes, "What?"
Yeah, the one with the funny hair, causing trouble in the convenience store. Or something. I don't know what you were doing. But you seem to be looking for something.
Causing trouble.
I hope you found it.
Looking too hard. Hey, I didn't do anything funny.
Probably not.
I got my box. I paid for it.
Just pulling your leg, kitten. You looking for something now?
Oh, that's a new one. Twirl. I saw them twirl, so. They seem to make their way over and sit down at the bench.
A new one. No, this bench has been here for a while. Oh, wait, you mean this? Yeah, I picked it up at the library. I'm gonna probably have to give it another couple more volumes before I decide if I want to keep reading it.
Cerberus, you're saying that somebody that sounds like Squeaky's coming through a filter? They're not on my side. Is anybody else hearing that?
Filter?
It said there's something off about your voice, so I was trying to make sure that the sound is coming through pretty well for everybody else.
Filter.
Anybody else getting any strange volume?
It could be background noise from the dryer, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's different than like a filter on the voice.
Yeah, that's not really a filter. I don't have a filter.
That could be it. Well, if I mean, if it's just background noise, you guys should hear that. He sounds fine to me. He's doing a voice, but otherwise normal. Filter, I barely know her. Haha. It's a sound whenever Squeaky talks. Yeah, that's just background noise, dude. All right.
Yeah, that's my dryer. I'm sorry. I need underwear. I don't have any.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything crazy. You guys are weird. Anyway.
At the same time, thank you, because I'm usually the one that's really picky about my audio.
Yep. Seems like the girl in front of you opens their box. The thing that's inside the box, I'm guessing is what you guys have discussed.
Yeah.
You see them open a box of popsicles.
Oh, I've already got my own, but oh, they're probably I forgot.
You look over towards your bike and you're just like, oh no.
The bag's like slowly dripping from like the water from the condensation.
Oh no.
Oh, well, at least they're individually wrapped. I can just put them in the freezer.
They just look a little weird. It's probably fine.
Yeah, they just look funny. Yeah, I'll take one, thanks.
Are you offering them a popsicle, Ami? Yeah, that's why you get the box doll. Coolers for cooling. Melon good by you?
Yeah, melon's fine. And I kinda got distracted. I was gonna go straight home, but then something caught my eye. Huh. This is the second time today I can talk to somebody.
Oh, was it me?
I mean, with hair like that, are you saying you're hard to notice?
You'd be surprised.
He plays with her hair.
With how long it's been, I'm not sure anything surprises me anymore. Oh, my laundry's done.
You hear your laundry from far off.
Just like
from several blocks away.
Remember, she said her laundry just before. Oh, I think it's done now.
It takes a lot of effort, and people don't seem to notice.
Odd.
Right, laundry, yes.
Oh, it's just a vibe I got. A lot of effort, though. Is that the only reason your hair's that color?
A vibe? One of them psychers or whatever?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe just woman's intuition.
Yeah, I used to look real drab. Kinda got me down. This makes me feel more... me?
Well, at least as long as you're happy, then. So, what brings you here? Are you hoping for some background noise as well? Unfortunately, you're not gonna get much of it.
That would have been me. I'll wait for Lynn to finish what they're typing, but there was a voice that did seem to interrupt. Well, you see, I was talking to a what's with today? You guys see what appears to be a person make their way over around toward the other bench. As they sit down at the very edge of the bench, you recognize this person, Miru, as you see the one you were talking to just before.
Oh, it's you, the rude one.
Ouch.
That should be my line. You ask for my name and then you run away.
I had things to do.
Not even so much as a goodbye. Be careful with guys like that. They say they're heartbreakers.
I don't think she's too bad. She's too worried about me, right? I didn't get your name.
How about instead of asking, you give yours first?
You didn't ask for it either. Oh wait, well, there was one before that. Well, no, I already read that one. Okay, good. I'm crazy. You didn't ask for it either. Give mine. Okay. He seems to roll up his sleeve on one side of his coat as you see what appears to be a large snake-like tattoo on his arm. As he looks over in your guys' direction, I'll put him over here. Boop. Boop. The name's Coco.
Oh, like chocolate?
Chocolat, yes.
Oh, like coconut.
Either or. Nice to meet you, Miru. And do a zoom. It's a din art.
Oh, he looks like a shitter.
It's a din art.
Why is he doing the gallon pose? What the fuck?
Oh wow, you should
never be him.
Oh wow, you showed the tats, and I expected a cooler alias like Jormungandr or a Boros or something pretentious like that.
Oh,
just Coco. You don't like it? Coco works.
happy.
What'd you say?
Happy.
Happy?
Because it means snake.
Oh, okay. I should have gotten some. Hebby? I mean, that works too. You can call me whatever you want. I'm just telling you what my name is. Anywho, sure, whatever. You won't remember anyway. I'm Ami. I'll try to remember it. The two of you are very interesting. Both of you are getting in trouble with Assassin out there.
Assassin?
Well, I guess a good way to call him is Sackman. Have you heard of him? A spirit that goes around and kidnaps children?
Oh, see, until you added that part, I thought you were gonna say Santa.
Kind of the opposite.
Oh. Yeah, no, that other one won't happen for a long time. And he doesn't have a bag, he has notes.
Honestly, yeah, has that vibe. Girl, it's literally November.
Say that to America.
Girl, it is literally November. That's funny.
Tell that to the States.
Either way, there's not a lot of kids here in the city. Not anymore, at least. And a lot of them are going missing because of Sackman. I'm trying to see if I can do something about him. But there's not a lot of people out there who can help me. And the one who was helping me before kind of ditched me.
That's a shame.
I guess you gotta go for the better model, right?
Better model. Was it some kind of gig? I mean, I don't really see you in much but Prada.
Oh, not that kind of model, but thank you.
Oh, never mind.
I guess
Bites popsicle.
I guess a better way to put it is stronger model.
Okay.
I don't know what the you have that vibe was for, but I missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Ami. Yeah, you had that vibe. I don't know what it was to. I'm sorry.
I think it was to like being ditched.
Oh, okay. No, he kind of rocks the punk look. Could work.
You never know. They might deviate and try something else. Spring's coming.
From what I understand, I mean, it does get big. Though, I guess around now, if I were to wear something a little bit darker, people might think I'm a greaser.
No, that's if you have the pompadour.
He brings his hand up to his hair and sort of like kind of twirls a bit of the curls forward like, nah, no can do.
Too short.
Yeah, hair's too curly.
And that's what the grace is for, kitten.
We have some very creepy tunes going. I'm gonna change back. Change back to more less creepy. So, well, yeah, but without the grease, it's just a dude being it's just a dude being seen with curls.
I mean, give it about 15 years. The girls will go crazy for it.
Girls already go crazy. What do you mean? You already thought I was a model, right? It's gotta count for something.
I guess you're right in a way. I meant something else, but okay. So assassin, you said?
Was your last partner a woman? My last partner is a sore subject. But yeah, assassin. Sucks to suck? Oh god. So yeah, sucks to suck. Assassin is going around taking all the kids from around here, and every time they do, they get a little bit more powerful. Again, I'd rather call him Sackman than anything. At least at that point we know what we're going against. Every single time he kidnaps a kid, well, he gets a little bit stronger. But luckily enough, he's sorta like me. He's also not really working with anyone right now.
Oh.
But that's the problem. Because he's not working with someone and I'm not working with someone, we kinda pass by like two ships in the night. Unless he's doing something, I can't even find him. But that's where the two of you have come in handy so far.
So you want us to be bait?
I mean, not in those type of words. I would never say that.
So you want us to be bait?
Waiting to see what Lynn is typing as well. Taking a sip of my ginger ale. Yeah, he wants us to be bait. I would like to see if you guys can find him. If you can, we might be able to save those kids. What he would normally do, unfortunately, is, well, get rid of them. But that's sort of a sore subject right now. Nothing in this place ever leaves anymore. No, instead he's probably going to do much worse. He's probably going to hold him up somewhere and keep on draining him. And I don't like that. I don't like the feel of it, you know? It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'd rather not let him do whatever he wants. If
Most
it were...
normal people...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you.
Most normal people don't like it when bad things happen to children.
He was right over there 10 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, I know. I was there too. But, I guess the best way to put is, once he's out of the way, there'll be a lot less trouble around these parts. Not all of it, but a lot less.
Oh, okay.
All I need you two to do, if you can, is figure out where he is. But if he's one of the servants, what do you expect us to do? I'm gonna say that my thing was after that. All you gotta do is find him. If you can find him, I'll handle the rest. He's, scared of me.
Okay. All right. Pops off the bench. Puts Dragon Ball back in the back seat.
You look at your your bag, unfortunately, that has melted somewhat.
Yeah, just makes sure there's a good little distance between Dragon Ball and the soggy bag. Hangs the soggy bag on the handlebar.
As he says that he's sort of scared of me, Ami goes, "Yeah, I saw that." And you make your way over. You put your book away. He steps a little bit further into the light, looking over at the two of you. I gotta ask, before we move on, what's so special about you two? I mean, you've caught my eye, but I don't exactly know why. You know about servants, but you seem to be kind of in the dark about all this.
She just takes a look at him, pulls out her stick box, lights it. There's smoke coming out. Deep inhale. I'd say you should ask Mige, but he's not here right now. Either way, do you want me to run him over?
So general assumption would be that you're another one. So what? We find him, flutter our pretty little lashes, and say, "Oh, Coco, save us from the man's giant sack," like that?
Ew.
I don't need that much. I need you to find him. I need him to try to get you. He like brings his hands up in like a ha kind of motion. And then pretty much I swoop in and save the day.
So, you said he likes kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 reasons why he might not be interested in me.
Believe me, he'll be interested. He may be one out there going and kidnapping kids, but he has other targets as well. And if the two of you are as special as I see you, he has an interest in wanting to take you two down. As for me, looks over toward Ami. You could say that I'm sort of like that. Though, again, there's a bit of a difference.
I guess I can practice my eye fluttering. Just takes a couple other drags before just dropping it on the floor and stepping on it. And then picking it up and then taking it to the garbage can because she doesn't want to litter.
Just like watches you, just like, I could have swore those were candy earlier.
You want one and trust your luck?
Maybe later.
Puts it back in her pocket with her lighter. All right. Well, I've got nothing else better to do. So, let's play the bait.
Yeah, done with you for now. Reseal the box, keep it cool, keep it safe for later. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll remember you. Good luck trying to do the same. I don't forget a face. Well, easily, I guess, but you seem like you are a bit dodgy with it. I assume you have some reason for you to say that.
Mind like a steel trap, except for a couple of things.
You don't understand. I have reverse memory. I can remember the things that aren't even here yet.
Maybe we're more alike than we thought.
I'm so good at remembering. Well, looks over to the two of you. I think that this night will be one to remember.
Possibly. Servants, huh?
At your service. Hardly ignoring him of his point. This one did, though, and that's fascinating. Hey, good with a +1? They seem to be approaching your bike.
Yeah, sure. Although, I'll have to give you my helmet. Don't worry, I won't crash us. Not like anything would happen if we did. Well, never mind.
Right?
Gets on.
You guys get on the bike. As you do, you find that the one that is here that is calling themselves Coco seems to make their way over toward the two of you, and for a second there is not much of anything.
Immediately crashed.
Oh god. For a second there's not much of anything, but he does reach his hand out toward either one of you. Take it.
Your hand?
Yeah.
A bit forward, but sure. High five.
High five.
just like he holds out his hand.
He just looks to it, looks back, looks to the hand. That's not exactly what I meant. Wait and see what Lynn says. Just laughing. I need to go with you. I need to surprise him.
Okay, well,
It's if one of
you gonna sit on my lap or what?
Yeah, can one of you grab my hand?
Okay, so that actually just actually grabs his hand because she's just like, I'm not gonna let this other girl.
He's just like,
this guy's a creep.
He's like, can one of you please? I didn't realize you were just gonna slap my hand. This was gonna great. You see that whenever you grab his hand, he seems to somewhat change just in front of the two of you, as grabbing his hand and seeming to curl up your hand. You see a tattoo of a snake.
Balenciaga. That makes more sense.
Man, players these days are real forward. After your body from moment one.
Doesn't even ask me my favorite food.
Right?
It's nigiri, by the way. She just looks at the tattoo. It's nigiri, by the way.
You gotta make me write things down. God dang it.
I won't tell you which one, though. Gets her egg. I hate this one.
I hate
all the
this
eggs
one.
she hates egg nigiri.
One second. Okay.
Hot pot.
Curry here. Love it spicy. Oh, but hot pot's also good.
How long has it been since I've had hot pot? What sounds good for dinner today?
You guys, as soon as we see what is getting typed here. Whenever you guys say conveni, I never know how it's supposed to be said.
When you say it in like the Englishy way, it's kombini because the Japanese language doesn't have the V sound. But konbini is fine. Just konbini.
Yo, konbini is right there. You want to do that? Yeah, I'm inviting myself over. You good with that?
Yeah, sure. Oh, are you coming too? Looks at the tattoo. We should probably do your job first.
When you say that, there's no response audibly, but you do see the head of the snake nod at you. Fine.
We gotta earn the hot pot. And we're gonna drive off in the direction that we need to go to.
You guys will begin to start moving throughout the park. Again, the biggest thing that you're looking for is any sort of sign of kids or anything of the sort. Oh, he's paying cool. I got ideas. I said ideas loud because it's big ideas.
Yeah.
As you guys speed off, beginning to look around for whatever it could be that is going to show you where things are, you find not a lot at first. As you're looking off and around, it is difficult to keep your mind alert for something like this. Ami, you're having a little bit less of an issue of doing so, but there is a bit of a block going on, Miru, as you're looking off and about. There just seems to be your mind just keep on wandering back to the hot pot idea. As you guys are making your way through, I would like for the both of you to go ahead and just roll me a straight d20, please.
Straight D20. Straight D20. Into the tower. That is a 17.
Okay. And that is a 6 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys make your way through, you find that there's not a lot that seems to come across you. Not a lot of things that go by.
18. The wall backhanded into a 6.
Oof.
Poor wall. How dare. That being said, either way, very good. As you make your way back and make your way through, nothing immediately jumps out. Nothing is throwing itself at you. No kids sounds, no large shadowy figures, nothing of the sort. You do remember, however, something that was said earlier, Miru. You remember that whenever he was looking for things, whenever he was waiting about, he said that the two places he wanted to check out were the park and the river. Whenever you start to make your way a little bit off into that direction, you do find that there is something about the air that doesn't seem quite right. Ami, you note, since we're going to go with the 18, that there does appear to be some kind of thickness to this fog, a much different feel to it than before. As you look to the fog itself, it doesn't look like the normal grayish or the normal fogs that you would normally see. Instead, you find that the fog seems to almost start rolling in over itself in a strange reddish feel. As this red-like fog seems to start rolling in, there's almost a bright light to it.
Oh, I love what this does to my hair.
There's almost a bright light to it as you look off and about the area about. Miru doesn't seem to notice it quite yet, but after you drive into it a little bit, Miru, you start to notice the changing as well. The strange light that seems to be coming from all around, that seems to almost give a certain district in the larger cities kind of vibe. But as you begin looking around, you find that when this fog is rolling in around the two of you, you don't hear children laughing. You hear a deep, guttural chuckling around you.
You're getting too close, little mage. Turn back before things get ugly.
The two of you hear the same thing coming through you, but it seems to almost be coming from all around at the same time. You guys feel almost like there's something caught in your throat, or maybe even like someone is gripping around it, lightly but eerily. Nothing's there. Looking down and feeling, nothing is there, but it's just a strange feeling. Ugly. Who said ugly? Oh, ugly. Have you seen us? Smoke shows top to bottom.
This place feels wrong.
And he doesn't want to talk anymore. Yeah, probably a bounded field. You've heard that term before. Not a lot, don't really know too much of what it is, but you've heard that term before, Miru.
Bounded field. So that's what this is? I didn't think they'd be like this. Well, let's see. I don't want to take the kickstand off this thing. It'll fall over.
You guys could get off of the bike. You guys could turn around and leave, or you guys could go further. It's like when a dog marks territory, but with magic instead of, urine. But this guy's weird, so who knows?
Oh, like when you encircle something with salt. That's exactly what it is.
Snaps fingers. You got it.
So we just find the salt line and disrupt it. I didn't bring any talismans.
Or piss him off until he shows up, yeah? He had told you guys to leave, so a potential way to piss him off is go further.
Oh, I can make one. This is just gonna freaking go to the back of Dragon Ball to like one of those blank pages that books have, rips one out, and then rips that into 3 pieces. Lights a cigarette really quick. Writes
You desecrated Dragon Ball.
Writes gibberish on it.
Sure. Wait, was that a library marker? Girl!
It's a
not the first edition.
She just holds up 3 makeshift talismans. They're talismans now.
Yeah, give me a roll.
What second?
Fuck it, we can see. Oh, I just now noticed I haven't given you the rest of your stuff too. Hold on.
Oh no.
Mirror, let me give you
5.
Let me give you your much less items than the other. There you are. You have 2. You have a potion belt, and in this potion belt does seem to have a few things left to you in it. A bunch of little mini healing potions.
B.
And you also have your scrunchie.
Oh yeah, my scrunchie is so important.
It's very important. Your guys' belts are really good. Your potion belt lets you stack up to 5 potions on top of each other inside of one square, so that's pretty good. And the scrunchie actually is gain a mana every turn in battle. We'll get into that later. And you roll advantage whenever you're recovering from your injuries.
Oh hell yeah!
As for the bag belt, it gives you a +1. It gives you +1 AC. Both of them give you +1 AC. And you can stack 2 bags on the token, no matter what the bag sizes are. So that's a pretty good one too, because there are larger bags that exist. So
oh sweet.
Both of you have some pretty neato belts. Pretty neato, nice little belts.
I did roll for my talisman. Yeah, I'm going 5.
You also have 3 fleetings, so roll me 3 more times.
Oh shit. That's an 18.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a 12.
That's less of a good one. That's the same 12, one.
So 18 is the highest.
Whenever
Are
you
my various tools considered lumped into the bag belt?
Your various tools? What do you mean? Oh, we're gonna say that right now you don't have much of everything else. I'll give you tokens for later. This is just your items that I'm giving you for today's game. But yes, you guys are gonna get other stuff as well when the game actually starts. Yeah. Just like as of right now, like again, we're not giving like things for like the cigarettes or anything, the candy cigarettes or anything.
Yeah. No, she quickly lit like a legit one and then just like smeared the soot and ashes to make like makeshift talismans.
And somehow it seems to be doing something. I mean, whenever you make them for reasons beyond either of your real comprehension, some of the smoke around the talismans made from the first edition Dragon Ball manga seem to disperse. That reddish color seems to be almost repelled by the 3 talismans in your hand.
She just kind of holds them up and she's like, "Soot from the lips of a maiden and a child's purity. I guess Goku counts."
Goku does indeed count.
A pure noble heart.
I like you.
We haven't even stayed the night yet. But I think we should be moving forward now. If anything happens, we can use these.
Oh, that's on the table? Hell yeah.
You asked.
I'm guessing the 2 of you will be moving forward then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys make your way forward. As you do, leaving behind Nason, I'm guessing, because you guys stepped off of it.
Yeah.
You find that your feet seem to echo in the area around you, which again, shouldn't probably happen in the open air, but they are all the same. As your feet echo beneath you, you find that you are stepping off into what appears to be the area toward the bridge. Going there, though, you don't see the way to go up. You don't see the way to go off and about. But you do see a bunch of shadows gathering at the foot of the bridge, at the bottom of it. As you all approach the area, you see the fog give way to almost a small community-looking area as a part of the underpass. You see tents, you see lights, but you don't see people. Let me get you guys over there. Bloop. As you step in, you see that several of the areas around are lit up. A lot of the barrels in the area seem to be lit up with a bit of heat coming off of them. So there should be people here, but nothing immediately comes to your view. In fact, worse. Once again, you guys feel the hands around this area, almost like something is slowly gripping around your neck. But again, nothing shows itself. Nothing is actually there. As you step in,
Little girls, this is your last warning. Your magic will do you nothing here. If you wish to live, then leave. Or become a part of my nightmare.
Huh. Well, what do you say? Do we leave now, or do we keep going and ignore him?
so we got this far already and you're not doing anything? What, still hurt?
The wound you gave me was insubstantial. Barely an insignificance. You should know what I am, mage. I am a being far beyond the power of a simple mage. I am the highest tier of those summoned familiars. I am assassin.
Sure, my guy, prove it. You guys would find the flickering of the fires from the barrels all around look as if they still keep light. The fire is still there, but the darkness seems to sway about it. You see small shadows appearing from them. You see children beginning to come out from the shadows around the flames. I'll make them tiny. As you see these small children bringing themselves out from the different shadows around the area, you begin to hear the giggles that they had given before. The sounds of kids at play. So any allergies I should know about? Good with mushrooms?
Enoki. Those are good in hot pot. I guess these are where the children went. But these children don't seem right.
We're gonna be great friends, I know. Oh, yeah, Def. So far, they don't seem to be going towards you. They're just seemingly laughing over in the positions that they showed themselves in. You guys can continue forward if you wish, or you can make your way away.
Miru will continue forward. Boop, 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 boop.
Waiting for Lynn to type out their thing. Probably eating them for prana. Weird that it's just skulking, though. Weirdly timid for a servant.
Rana. He doesn't need to have them to feed on them. Maybe there's some sort of spiritual tether.
I am not timid. I am merciful. You are not what I'm looking for. As such, you do not need to die. But if you so willingly walk your way into my arms, who am I to stop you from joining my children here?
Oh, you're one of those lolicons? Gross.
She's gonna like look around to the children. Like you said, they're just kind of skulking about, laughing, not really doing anything. There's no off feeling from them aside from that.
None of them seem to be moving in your direction. They appear to just be laughing in your direction as you step past them. They are watching you as you go past. You feel that none of them are making a move, but potentially, again with what Ami just said, potentially that is because they either can't or he doesn't want to expend the mana. As you get closer and closer, they do seem to somewhat just again be following you with their heads.
Well, that's no good. If what's going to happen will happen, it's not good for children to see.
You're making your way over toward one of them?
Yeah, towards the closest one.
Do you miss Mommy?
I wish I had like those sound bites that are just like that one sound bite you always hear whenever a kid's like laughing. That like that one. I can't even like put it into my own thoughts.
I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
But like
the one that's used for like everything.
It's basically the Wilhelm scream of kids.
Of kids, yeah.
The one used in FNAF. I know what you're talking about.
No, actually FNAF uses its own.
That's like the celebration one. That one. I'm talking about like just the like it was seen in a lot of like old movies and stuff. Assassin is usually very tactical, so waiting in the wings is pretty normal and all. But like, if it's a servant and we're hot as we are, just two chicks, like it shouldn't need to fret over us. You walk over to the kid. Go ahead.
You said you heard it, right? Do you think it's still recovering?
Maybe. Honestly, if it's the assassin, that shouldn't have mattered much.
Assassin, servant. I'll have to look back in the books about that.
She's gonna look back at the kid.
The kid is just smiling upwards towards you.
This probably isn't going to work.
She's gonna take off the beaded necklace that's on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna see if she can put it on the kid.
You bring your beaded necklace down over top of the kid here. I'm going to have an opposing check. I would like you to roll a d20 against my d20.
D-Twan against a D-Twan. A D-Twan battle.
A D-Twan off.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and roll yours, and I'll roll mine right after.
Alright, D-Twan. It did not go in the tower.
It decided to leave.
It rolled a 16, but it has to be in the tower.
It's a 14.
That is a 14.
That is an 11.
11.
You find that whenever you place the necklace over top of the kid, there is a almost shriek that comes from the kid. As this kid seems to shriek in your direction, you find that the shadow disperses, and for a moment, your necklace seems to turn black.
Oh. I see.
Stop that. I am out of patience for the two of you.
That gives me enough time to do it again.
You will not.
Yeah, no, that worked.
Yeah, sometimes it gets a mood of its own.
As
I'm still...
you guys are chatting, you guys feel, for the last time I'll say it, almost as if nails are scratching against your neck. Again, looking to each other and looking down, there is nothing there. But you feel that there are nails running upon your neck, around your collar.
This will be your final warning. Step away from the underpass and return home before it is too late. I will not ask again.
So we feel nails at her neck, like someone's grabbing her throat.
Yes, but again, there's no pressure, there's no like squeezing. There is just the feeling of sharp fingernails on your skin. Not even like piercing or scratching, but sort of just going across your collarbone.
Well, your turn. I feel like I've got one more in this before it kills me. I think it does that. I think that's what happens.
I think I die if I do this. Maybe I never did it before because I don't want to die.
This is a little different than normal.
Yeah, probably.
It seems I pissed it off. One, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, absolutely.
There's still 4 more here.
There
I
are
think I can only-
quite a lot of them around the shadows of the fogged area. These are the ones that are closest to you.
Yeah.
4, and then probably more further on.
So question. You say it has nails on us.
Yep, it feels like there are nails, again, just lightly like dragging around your collar. Before, it felt like something was maybe
Is
like
there any
about to
kind
grip,
of direction that feeling of dread is pulling from?
Yeah, go ahead and give me give me a check real quick. No matter what, you'll get something. I do want to see just how much though. Give me a, well, again, I'm going to say this is probably going to be a focus, so we'll say that I will lower the DC by 3 to accommodate that you'll most likely have at least that. Okay. You would find that whenever you're looking off and about this place, if you are correct about this being a bounded field, it most likely has to have some kind of a source or some kind of a place that it has kept its its seal or its area, and they usually aren't on places that are temporary. As you look around at everything in this place, the walls, the fence, the buildings, the tents, all of those seem very temporary. The only place here that you would find to be enough of a place to put something are the pillars that are around or the far wall on the major part of the underpass. The feeling that you're getting is drawing you all the way to the end of this area toward here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Or I guess, you know, that's a little bit over it. It's bloop, bloop. Seems to be bringing you over toward this sort of like rose platform over here. Right, well, it's been a day. Might as well try dying a little. Ami starts making their way over in that direction.
He just dashes over.
Foolish mage.
As you rush forward, Ami, you will feel a grip take hold of your neck. Dude, you knew that from moment one. As he grips at your neck, you feel the sense of long, spindly fingers coiling and wrapping around. As this is doing so, I would like for you to do an opposed check with me. This is just going to be a straight D20. Hope I didn't mind it and go inside of one of the things. I'm just going to let it go there. That is a 14. It is unfortunate. I need you to roll me one more time. I need you to roll me 2 more times. There's only one number you can get to get you out of this, though, unfortunately. That's the opposite number that I want.
Oh, God.
Almost. You find, Ami, as you move forward, readying your thought of finding where this field is, you are halted in your tracks by an overwhelming force. If this is a servant, it is finally showing that it truly is one. As you appear to have this dark, tendril-like arm coiling around you, gripping at your neck and lifting you off of the ground. Miru, you see Ami stop dashing and start to get rose up into the air in front of you.
Oh. That's different.
Do either of you want to do anything?
there is running towards and holding out the talisman.
You rush toward Ami. As you do, you find that there is, again, a feeling of something beginning to start to coil around your neck. Do you want to do anything about it?
Put the necklace back on.
You throw your
and
necklace.
Put the talisman.
You
on
throw
her
your
chest.
necklace back on, and you throw one of the one of the 3 talismans you made up onto your chest. As you do, that darkness from before seems to peel away from your neck as you reach forward, and I'm guessing you're putting another one on Ami?
Yes.
You slap another one forward toward where Ami is. Ami, as you are getting lifted off the ground, you feel a pressure hit the back of your neck as you find that that your new ally has jumped up and slapped one of the pictures of Goku's face on the back of your neck. As the darkness disperses and the two of you basically find each other on the ground, seemingly coming from all around as this happens, the children's laughter turning to screams behind you. You're not sure how much time you have, but you seem to have distorted or disrupted whatever he was doing. Man, if I wasn't being strangled, this would be a good time to call for the hanger on.
Oh, the cliffhanger.
Oh.
Oh, Coco.
Remember, there's something about this where Coco said that he couldn't get to him. He couldn't get about him. He couldn't do anything about him for one reason or another. Ha ha, wheeze.
You all right?
Yeah, that went about as well as expected.
Is that still not enough for you, Coco?
Coco.
Yeah.
Get out.
As the area around begins to turn sinister. As you say the name Coco, you see what appears to be small objects beginning to rise up from all around you. Bits of food, small chairs, cans from all around. Steadily larger objects begin to come up, but the smaller ones at first. Look for a symbol or something weird on the ground or walls, something solid.
You don't know how little that narrows it down.
Do you guys want to move forward toward the area you were sprinting at before? I know, just whatever, take 2. Ami starts rushing forward. They jump onto the slightly elevated area that's up there. Do you want to follow them?
Yeah. It's just
You
like, oh,
rush
rock
forward?
climbing. Rock climbing, let's go.
It's kind of like a stage. It's not that high.
Okay, never mind then.
But you do make your way up as you jump up onto the area as well. The two of you begin looking around as, again, what appears to be small, like empty cans and things start to be flying over in your direction, hitting the ground next to you and seemingly attempting to pelt you from all sides. As you guys get up onto the area, we're going to do a first roll here. I'd like for the both of you to roll me a d20.
D20.
I'm going to assume that Ami will have a higher focus, so again, I will lower the roll for them. But oh, you're gonna use that dice?
Oh wait, this is not my dice.
It's 14 for you.
That is a 3.
You start looking around and you're trying to figure out what's going on. Until you find that there's a can of Coke sort of hits you in the back of the head. Again, empty, but still very distracting.
Ow.
It's like, fuck, stop it.
Fuck.
Ami, with a 14, you find that there are 2 from what you can see. You see a small depiction here and a small depiction here. Looking at it, it appears to be almost a very seemingly stylized Latin language. Actually, no, hold on. This one in particular is from a certain thing, so let me check actually. I think it actually might be honestly Russian. I don't know, we'll look. Regional. Oh no, it's like in Hungary, Poland, and Slovakia. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. I was wrong on the Russian. It seems to just be a very rough, very stylized sense of text that you're not able to read, but it is very much what appears to be a seemingly a circle that seems to be very magical in note. Again, very much what you're looking for. You found at least 2. You're not sure how many are around, but you found 2 of them.
Any luck?
Spotted 2 of them. You get that one. They point over toward the section of the underside of the pillar holding up the underpass as you make your way over toward it.
Yep.
The 2 of you, as you head over toward this thing, there is magic coming off of both of these. However, you guys do know that it is not simple to get rid of these, but it's very simple to distort them. It's very simple to fuck with them. It's not simple to get rid of them, but fucking with them is a completely different story. What would you guys like to do?
Do I have my combat knife on me?
Sure.
Something to fuck with them. Let's see. I've got a lighter.
You have a lighter.
I'm gonna save my last talisman for if that thing gets near us again. So she's gonna just start putting her lighter on again up against it.
You're like, stop it, burn. I'm guessing you're gonna start scratching at with your combat knife.
Actually, I have a hammer. I'll smash the letters to break the sequence.
You're gonna start. You pull out a hammer from your bag and start to smash onto it.
Yeah, from the loop in my coat.
Okay. As you bring a hammer out, you begin to start to crack at the section of wall that is this. You guys find that at this point a lawn chair goes flying by the 2 of you, heading toward the innermost area of this place. He is starting to pick up larger and larger things. You also see on the other side what appear to be a lot more of those children starting to make their way off in your direction. As you see these children starting to collect themselves and move off towards you, again, the 2 of you are attempting to get rid of whatever this writing is. You don't get rid of it, but it definitely feels distorted. As you guys find that the area around you begins to shift very slightly, there is an angry yell that seems to be coming from all around. But you do know, Ami, that it is not it. You don't know how many of these symbols there are, but if you want to do anything to it, you need to do the same thing to all of them. Would the 2 of you like to roll me to see if you can see if there's anything else around that looks odd?
Yeah, I can roll.
Okay. I'd like for the both of you to please give me one more look around.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, that is a natural 1 for you.
That was a 5.
That is a 5 for you. Ami, you have a fleeting, though. So roll me one more time.
Sometimes you get pelted by a flower pot.
Sometimes you just get pelted by a
Happens
flower
to the
pot.
best of us.
Emerald, you know you're too late. Emerald, you knew that whenever you were putting it in. That is a 19 though for Mommy. We'll have that be on the next squeaky roll for the Emerald inspo.
Yeah.
Mommy, as you're looking around, you start to try to see if you can see anything about this place. You try to see if there's any sort of symbol that you can see, but nothing jumps out at you. But then you take one final look over at the area that is behind all of you. You look at the wall that is over by the underpass, and oddly enough, you see something hidden there that is not easily spotted. Nothing magically is hiding it, but as you look to it, you see almost like a stain, a very large stain across the back wall. And as you look at this stain and you look and you watch how it moves about the wall itself, you look back to the writing behind you, and then you look back toward the stain and the rust that is upon the wall, and you see this is a large seal behind you. Looking at the grease stain and looking at the rust that's about it and the grime that's all around it, it looks like it's something that has been growing or been building for years behind you. You find a large seal made out of grime, muck, and grease on the back wall.
I would like to pull the bundle of magic arrows from in my coat, pull one, knock it, and shoot the wall.
Something you can definitely do. As you switch out your arrows from the silver dipped arrows to the magic forged arrows, you find that again, to make for the nat 1 that you had just for flavor, you do get hit with a flower pot and you sort of like turn like bah! But
Oh dear.
again, the 19 comes as you switch the arrow out, you aim for the wall, and as you do, give me a roll. It's a 17. As your arrow flies, again, it's easy to disrupt things. It's hard to get rid of them. As you let your arrow fly over the top of the symbol here, you find that bit of an angle that seems to not only scratch against the wall, but it seems to scratch downward across the symbol. The entire area about seems to somewhat shake as the screaming kids behind seem to start to hold onto their heads and screech in unison at each other. You see facial features beginning to show themselves on them that weren't there before, as if the kids are fighting against whatever this magic is around them. As this happens, yeah, that's about right. Good job, guys. The snake-like tattoo The snake-like tattoo seems to somewhat coil from your arm. As it rushes outward, it seems to find purchase, Miru, as it extends outward and seems to grow until it chomps over a part of the seal off on the wall. Because all three symbols were fucked with, the snake seemed to finally throw itself out. As this large teeth on the snake seems to scrape against the grease and grime on the wall, the symbol in front of it seems to give way, and almost like a shattering of glass, the magic about this area, the strange reds and hues begin to start breaking away with every strike of the snake against the wall. As it fires off and tackles the wall, using its teeth to tear apart brick by brick the area. It seems to slam inward with an extreme force. You guys see this snake burrowing into stone. As it does, I can grab him. Yeah, perfect. A large figure gets pulled out from the wall in a vice grip bite from this large snake head, and seemingly slammed down onto the ground. As it does,
You can't! Not when I was so close!
the snake bites downward, and the last bits of that reddish smoke seems to disperse, and you see from the sack man him let go of the large sack that was upon his back, and landing down onto the ground, you see what appears to be a ton of beddings, pillows, children's toys, pacifiers. You see possessions of dozens, if not hundreds of kids falling down onto the ground, spilling out all over the area. As the snake, almost dragon-like in appearance, lets out a roar, a guttural hissing, and slams down the creature once more, it seems to crawl further out from your arm, Miru, as you see Coco holding his arm out toward where Assassin is. The tattoo on his arm connected with the snake that is doing all of the slamming and biting. God, finally!
Is it done?
Almost.
Coco. You know this changes nothing. You and I not have the power to take it from them. The only chance we had was this.
Don't act like this is both of our plan. You were never gonna cut me in on this, and you know it. Not that I would have ever wanted it. Goodbye, Sackman. As the snake bites down and disperses the shadow. The sack on the ground seems to stay. But the figure is gone. One down. He looks back. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. Is this what it feels like? Is he gone?
Gone is unfortunately not a great term for him. Unfortunately, there's pieces of him all over. But the Sackman is gone. Yeah, sure, Bad Santa got out of hand.
There is a sad vibe now.
I'd say so. He steps out, looking down toward all of the objects that have scattered onto the ground, and then over toward the silhouettes of the kids over on the other side. Unfortunately, this place is not great for any of them to grow up in. But that's what Sackman took over. There's a saying about him. If you don't go to bed on time, or if you disobey your parents, disobey the rules, the Sackman will come and take you away. Some say he eats you. Some say he just steals you. But in this case, it was a bit of both. He's been feeding on them for some time. But because of what's happening here in the city, they don't just go.
No?
No.
Are you saying they're lost?
Until Assassin's dealt with, yeah.
And there's no way to send them?
Oh, so like the actual boogeyman? Honestly, yeah, that tracks. These kids are alive. He looks back over toward Miru. You don't want to send them anywhere. All the kids in the city, they're technically alive. It's just that Assassin's been feeding on them.
One previously, I was able to release them. I've got one left.
The one you released probably dealt a blow, but it's probably still back where all the other kids are. Assassin has a magic called a reality marble. I'm pretty sure that's where he's keeping them all.
I see.
But one down.
I guess, but it doesn't really feel like a victory.
Marble. I hate that. It's a victory, as much as you guys need to have one of. Honestly, I'd suggest you guys leave. This isn't a great place for you. But thanks for the help. Because of you, I was able to get a little bit stronger. It hasn't happened yet. In a couple of years, there'll be a film out there called Highlander. Check it out. It's basically like that.
Highlander.
No, Hot Pot. You're paying, and I want pork cuts. You guys are still paying for things?
I mean, it's courtesy at the very least, even if they never accept it. For a while now, I've just been going through the motions. Because something's going to give at some point. I guess that point was now.
Everyone in the city is the victim of this place. Mage or not. Spirit or not. This isn't a place for you. As much as I'd like you to stay. Looks over toward Ami. You two are fun. Well, yeah, we have to keep some kind of normalcy. Lose too much humanity and you lose more than you can get back. Yeah, but money isn't anything here. Not a single person will put it away, and eventually it all just disappears like all the other stuff.
I can't leave yet.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know where wow, my brain. I don't know where it is yet. And it doesn't feel like it's ending soon. I don't think it's over yet. One could say it just begun.
Let's hope not.
Or not. Or not. But I get the feeling that things are going to be very different from now on. And you don't need to be a psychic to know that. The store closes soon.
He looks over toward the two of you. Oh, sorry, I missed the... Whenever you said you were a psychic, I believe?
Yeah.
Wait, is that what you are? Rad! Sorry, I missed that. My bad, my bad.
Although the way she said it, she was more like, you don't even need to be a psychic to know that. But yeah, one can draw that conclusion if they want to. Oh.
Well, if you two are gonna stay in the city, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Yeah, you have to pick an ingredient. There's a place a little bit west of here. A church. I still got 3 assassins to go pick on. And I will take care of them, thanks to you guys. But you two should make your way to that church. He looks back toward the ground where the sack is. As he does, he reaches down and picks it up. He seems to look to the two of you for a second, look down toward the fabric that he holds in his hands, and effortlessly rips it in two, before handing a piece off to both of you. This has been happening ever since the war started. This is called a phantasm. The servant who got summoned with this is usually the only one that can mess with it. But the one back at that church should be able to help you with something with it. This is your victory too, right? I guess you'll think of this as my ingredient. He hands it to Tommy. Take this. Figure out what to do with it to protect yourselves. And if I see you two again, well, I'll see you. But you probably shouldn't get involved with this stuff. Whatever you're looking for, you should look around it. See, this is why you're bad with women. I have no idea what you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? When two beauties like us invite you out to dinner, you just say yes. Oh, that.
Maybe he doesn't like spicy food.
Oh, I could eat spicy food. But people are going to notice this happened.
I think he's trying to say that he's a bad boy. And two girls like us should steer clear. Unless we want to die of a broken heart. Well, the convenience store closes in 2 hours.
You guys don't get it. I'm not saying go to a convenience store or go home. I'm saying you guys need to get to that church tonight.
I will. And then after that, we'll go to the convenience store. And then after that, we'll have hot pot. Unless we can have it at the church. I just don't know what they have.
Yeah, I was getting that too. Guessing to the bad boy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are weird. I like you.
That's what she said too.
Damn right.
That's what she said. Looks at me. Well, I've still got a full tank. Don't know how long that'll last. She's just gonna start making her way. Church. I think I know a fast route.
One last thing. You did me a favor. If you need a favor, call out for me.
Got it. And thank you.
Got it. I got my line prepared and everything. You'll hate it. Just keep an eye out for things hiding in the shadows.
Well, you heard him, kitten. Let's go.
So you thinking cabbage?
Cabbage is good. I was thinking of getting some beef as well. I think it was on sale.
I want to know, as you guys make your way back toward your motorcycle.
Yes.
I want to know where you're going.
We said we're going to the church.
Okay, I'm just asking because if you want to go and get cabbage, you can. I will let you.
Miri was like, yeah, no, we're gonna go to the church. It's just we have plans after.
I get you. I just wanted to make sure.
No, she's despite her demeanor, she's taking him serious.
He sure did say we should do that.
Yeah, just despite Mira's demeanor, she's like, no, I'm taking you seriously.
I'm not driving.
Well, you can't drive anyway, probably.
Look, I had to ask. I had to make sure.
No worries. No. Miru is taking him actually seriously. This is just her. She's like, yeah, no. We'll go to the church. We'll see what the church wants, and then when they let us go, we have plans for dinner and I guess a sleepover.
You guys get on the bike.
Sure do.
You guys look to the bag that is slowly dripping from the side of the bike.
There's just at this point, it's just like grabs whatever stuff isn't wet in there and just be like, okay, we had this. Okay, we had these.
Girl, we need to get
And
you
then
a
just
cooler.
And then just leaves the soggy, melted popsicles, just like, the raccoons can have these. Whatever's left, at least. There's my offering for today. Clap, clap, small prayer. Loads the remaining back in the little storage.
Clap, clap. Small prayer.
Yep. All right.
As you guys go to take off, you don't see anything odd immediately. But by the time you guys get back to the park and turn around the little circling roads that are in there, you do get a look back toward where the bridge and the underpass are. You see a growing darkness around that area. Coco had said that other things would see or feel what just happened. As you look back in that direction, as this growing darkness appears about the underpass, a strange sight comes to you. A large, almost building-sized creature with long, spindly, thin legs, seeming to step over trees and small buildings and heading toward the bridge. You see a silhouette of a man standing upon the large supports that hold the bridge at the top, seemingly looking at all directions at once. You see a flock of crows hovering above in the fog, circling the area. You guys seem to have got out in time. But as you look back toward these figures, you have that strange feeling again. The same one you had with the sack man. Of potentially something touching at the base of your neck. The further you get away from it, the less you feel it. But you feel that if you didn't leave as soon as you did, there might have been more. As the two of you speed off toward the mountains, toward wherever this church potentially would be, I think that's where we're going to end things off for the night.
Dude.
You did it!
Yeah.
You guys defeated a servant!
Woo.
Okay, yeah,
You did
thank you. That was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah! Fucking, what are the other three doing? You guys have already beat a servant.
Mm.
I don't know. We weren't fighting a servant with the help of a servant. So how about you fuck yourself, DK?
I know. All I know is we're gonna go to the church. We're gonna see what's going on, and then we're gonna have a hot pot.
You're gonna leave and go get your hot pot and go back to your house and eat it and wake up and nothing will have changed. Everything would have gone through. I will say a lot of things happened differently than I thought would happen today.
Coco. We destroyed him.
What was that?
He's talking about Coco. We destroyed him.
Yeah, you kind of did. I didn't know how the vibes were going to go today, so a lot of things went differently than what I thought was going to happen, including a lot of how Coco saw you guys. Coco was a lot friendlier than I thought they were going to be.
Ha ha ha.
Because you guys were just being silly and being very light, and he's like, what's happening? What's going on?
What's happening right now? Am I on drugs?
So Coco was a lot different than how I originally thought I was gonna have him play with you guys. But other than that, like
you just match his freak. You superseded it.
And then there was the reason that I started with the tell me what a normal morning is going to be is because I was gonna have actually like a day pass and like go back to there and like do things, and you're like, I'm gonna sit over here at the park, and I'm like, that will be fine. I can do that.
Yeah, just like saw something going on, and it was just like, well, I could also read this at the park, and then if I don't like it while I'm in the park, I can just go back to the library and return it.
A lot of things.
A little further away.
I thought a lot of things happened differently. I love that the shot of the silver dipped arrow hit assassin. That did not do like any health damage. Obviously, all you had to do was get Coco to the Sackman to actually get him. But that potentially will have something in the future that I have already written down.
I'm now super looking forward to Coco meeting the others and being way different with them.
I love the reaching out toward either one of you to take hand, and it's just like clap. He's just like
low five, bro.
I was trying to be. I need to go with you.
Oh.
You want to hop on, or just take my hand?
Oh, okay. Okay. That's weird.
That's weird.
He's a little snake guy. He's a little snake man.
Yeah, he's a little snake.
Little snake guy. Little snake man. Do little slither.
I wonder what his actual name is.
He goes a little bit. What'd you call him? Hebby or something?
Hebby.
Hebby.
Kind of like Hebe, but instead of Hebe, it's Hebby.
I'm gonna write that on his token for other things he will answer to.
Hey.
Hebby. I don't know how to spell it. I'm just put Hebi is what I'm gonna put. Is that good?
Hebi, yeah. Hebby.
1 second.
Alrighty, time to look at chat now. How you guys doing, chat?
And hello, I'm back.
How the fuck are five of us gonna do anything?
We're gonna see, man. I'm enjoying the vibes of everybody so far. I think the one that's gonna be the biggest fish out of water to everybody is going to be Eric. Which, makes sense. Eric's the servant.
That makes the most sense. He's a servant from Greece.
I think the silliness of the four of you are going to be like
we're
looking
buddies. Bonding.
It's time to bond. Time to do that. Time to do the bonding. I'm gonna end the recording for right now. Hope everybody had a good time. We're gonna keep the stream going, but I'm gonna end the recording real quick. And next time we will come back and get into the actual campaign with everybody meeting each other and collecting themselves over at the church. That being said, until next time, like always, later days.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.